So hey, welcome back. Today in this video, I'm going to walk you through our exact process for creating high converting abandoned cart flows for your e-commerce store. This way, you can squeeze the most revenue possible from your email list. The process that I'm about to walk you through helped this e-commerce brand go from $3,000 to $11,000 in monthly email attributed revenue in just 31 days, which by the way, is a 367% increase in average monthly revenue. So I actually know quite a little about what I'm going to be showing you. I'm going to walk you through why this flow is even important in the first place and what it does, the structure of emails to set it up with, the exact type of emails we send out with examples, and even some common mistakes to avoid so you can make sure you're doing every single thing right. And listen, I want to make this quick and easy for you, so let's get right into it. So this is going to be the Abandoned Carts Recovery Masterclass. I'm going to teach you how to recover the tens of thousands of dollars lost because of your customers abandoning their carts. Let's first talk about why this flow is important. So the e-commerce space has evolved. The old see and buy model just no longer works. Shoppers are harder to convert, and most people now require multiple touch points along the customer journey before they even trust a brand enough to make a purchase. The fact is that around 70% of all carts are abandoned. So if you're not recovering them, you're leaving tens if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table every single month. And in most cases, yes, these customers never even return to complete their purchase. If you're running paid ads to drive traffic to your site, this hurts even more in the long run. You've already invested good money to bring these people to your site. So if you want to stay profitable, you can't afford to lose 70% of them. Most of the abandoned cart flows are done wrong. So even if you have the flow set up, you're probably making a ton of mistakes that lose you a lot of money. This video shows you what those mistakes are and how to avoid them. So even if you have an abandoned cart flow set up, this video will show you how to optimize it properly to maximize your revenue through it. So why did someone abandon their cart? Well, maybe they got distracted, they had an objection, maybe they wanted to see if your competition had better products, maybe they had shipping issues or shipping costs, and maybe they even found someone cheaper. Well, an abandoned cart flow solves all of these issues with the system that I'm about to show you. So in this video, I'm going to cover number 1, the current trends for abandoned carts. Number 2, the proven flow structure plus the filters you need to apply. Number 3, the exact emails to send and examples for these emails. Number 4, mistakes you want to avoid when building out your abandoned cart flow. And number 5, how to optimize this flow so you always have it performing at its best. Let's start with number 1, the current trends for abandoned cart flows. In this day and age, our dopamine receptors are absolutely fried. We're seeking dopamine everywhere, including or especially even online shopping. People tend to click add to cart without even thinking about it. They click it and get happy just by thinking about getting the product. It's a good thing and a bad thing because at the same time, the majority of those people never actually commit and complete the purchase. So the whole experience of shopping has evolved around our decreasing attention spans and all of these social media marketing trends. People are getting distracted all the time, especially when shopping on mobile. So they might be checking out your products, adding some of them to their carts, about to make a purchase, but just at that moment, they get an Instagram notification and they leave. Oh, don't worry, he'll get back to me right after he checks his notification. Nope, that's just wrong. That's not gonna happen. People get a phone call, then an SMS, see someone posted on TikTok, and to top it up, some random guy they follow went to live on Instagram, so they have to watch it. After all of this, they don't even remember your brand's name in the first place. They haven't thought about you. Getting distracted is common, is the norm these days, and people quite often forget about what they are supposed to do. And that's exactly why you should have an email flow that reminds them about their cart multiple times until they buy. All of the distractions in people's lives doesn't mean that they're not ready or they're not interested in buying from you. The reality is that they are. Their buying intent is high and they're actively looking for a product to buy. And this means that converting them shouldn't be that hard as they're aware of their needs and of your product. I mean, the only thing that happened is that they got distracted and forgot about you, and sometimes all it takes is a simple reminder. The worst case scenario is that the customer has a couple objections, and well, this flow answers those objections. Now moving on to the actual flow and the flow structure plus its filters. So first, the trigger. The trigger should be added to cart or checkout started. Now in Klaviyo, you should have the exact flow cloned, one for the trigger for added to cart and one for the trigger for checkout started. After the trigger, you wait 30 minutes to 2 hours. This should need testing, but you start in between these time intervals. Then you send the email number 1, your cart reminder. After cart reminder, you wait 12 to 24 hours and you send email number 2, guarantees and the risk reversals. After this, you wait 1 day and you send email number 3, which tackles the discounts plus the USPs, your unique selling propositions. After this, email number 3, you wait 1 day and you send email number 4, which is reviews plus discount code reminder. And finally, you wait another day and you send email number 5, which is an incentive last call. These are the profile filters you should have in Klaviyo. So the person has started checkout 0 times since starting the flow, the person has not placed an order since starting the flow, and the person has not been in the flow in the last 7 days. This is because we don't want to keep sending emails to somebody that completed a purchase inside the flow. Now moving on to the exact emails to send plus some examples. Email number 1 is a simple reminder. So one of the, if not the most common reason people don't finish their cart is because they got distracted, whether it was something that happened in real life or they received an Instagram notification. Attention spans are not only low, they're the lowest they have ever been. So it's very easy to get distracted and move on to the next thing and forget about what they were doing 5 minutes earlier. That's why your first email should be a short, punchy, and concise reminder about what they were going to buy. Don't include any discounts or any urgency just yet, just a simple reminder. The goal of this email is to bring them back while the purchase is still top of mind with a friendly and casual reminder. The content inside is very basic. It should be a simple and friendly reminder, a strong CTA, and a dynamic product block with the products they left behind. So this email is a great example of what I'm talking about. Headline, sub-headline, then your dynamic product block, and then a simple CTA to complete the order. Now you could test it and see if the CTA does better above the product block or below, but this is basically the structure you need to follow. Email number 2 is guarantees plus risk reversal. So if a simple reminder didn't work, then you can bet there is something else on your prospects' minds. They might have concerns or fears, plenty of what ifs, and I'm not sure. Your job now is to tackle these fears and let the prospect know there's no risk if they buy their product. Talk about your guarantees and reverse any risk there is. And once that's done, they won't be afraid to buy. So your goal for this email is to give the reassurance they need to move forward by saying, hey, you've got nothing to lose. You need to build confidence with guarantees, hassle-free guarantees, or satisfaction promises. Essentially just bridge the gap between what they think you are and what you actually are. The content inside should emphasize your risk reversals, money back guarantees, free returns, etc. It should show the items they left behind using a dynamic product block as well, and you need to add a strong CTA. So this is a great example of what I mean. You see a big bold headline with the guarantee in the middle of the email, 30 days to love it or your money back, a big CTA for you to return to your cart, and at the end you see they also included more guarantees like free shipping, 30 days guarantee, and easy returns. Moving on to email number 3 is a discount plus unique selling proposition. So the next step in your flow is solving the pricing objection and any other objection someone might have by showing your brand / products solve them. So solving the pricing objection is very easy. It's just giving them a discount. The other objections though, they might be more specifically about the quality of your product, your ingredients, whether it's eco-friendly or whatever someone might be worried about. With this email, essentially what you're doing is you're taking away the bad, which is a higher price, and giving more of the good, a higher quality, better ingredients, moral reasons, etc. The goal for this email is to give a discount to get rid of the price objection, put it to the side, and then you also highlight your brand's USPs and solving the objections your subscribers might be facing with the product. So here's an example of what I was talking about. You see them handling the pricing objection at the very beginning of the email with a return to cart CTA. And then in the second part of the email, they talk about their unique selling proposition and reiterating again the offer with a claim 20% off CTA, which is a very strong CTA. By the way, quick stop here to tell you that if you want all of this handled for your e-commerce brand so you don't spend any time working on it, check the first link in the description to book a call and I'll be happy to chat. Now let's get back into the video. Moving on to email number 4, which is the reviews plus reminder email. Lack of trust is another huge and common objection because your subscribers just don't know enough about you. And that's exactly why we have an entire email dedicated just to showing them your brand is legit and that your product works just like it's described. Obviously, context is very important. So if you provide testimonials that people can't relate with, you take them out of the moment and of the intention of buying. This is why it's very important to spend some extra time selecting the exactly right reviews for that specific abandoned cart. So the goal with this email is to build trust and remove hesitation by showing real customer reviews, because when people see others have had a great experience, it gives them the confidence to complete their purchase. So what should be the content inside? So you should focus your messaging mainly on building confidence and addressing potential concerns. You should show the items they left behind using a dynamic product block, and you should showcase customer reviews that demonstrate product value and address the common concerns they might have. So this is a great example of email number 4. You have a quick headline and a quick hero section that doesn't take away from the rest of the email. Then you have 2 very strong and very contextually appropriate testimonials, and then you handle the pricing objection with a quick save 10% off. So this is the final email. So it's a reminder of their cart and usually is a plain text email sent from the founders. After we've covered multiple objections in the flow, it's time for the last missing piece, which is urgency. You want to make people aware that it's now or it's never. So the goal of this email is to provide a final nudge and offer assistance. And if you'd like, you could include a special 24-hour limited time offer as an extra push. The content inside should be a personal, plain text message directly from the founder. It should offer a final chance to use a discount on their first purchase, creating a unique coupon code valid for only 24 hours maximum. And at the end, you offer help or answer any last minute questions they might have. So this is a great example of email number 5. You can see it's written by one of the founders, and then they offer help. They give a final limited time incentive, and they include a hyperlink back to their cart in order to maximize conversions and click rate. Now, moving on to the mistakes to avoid inside your flow. A very common mistake I've seen smaller brands do is offering guarantees too soon. So like we said earlier, most people who abandon their cart aren't necessarily looking for a discount or just dislike the price. Most times it's simply because they just got distracted. When you offer a discount too early, not only do you sound desperate, but you also unnecessarily hurt your margins. Instead of this, your first 2 emails should be only reminders, no discounts. Discounts should only be included in email number 3 or later. Mistake number 2 would be the wrong length for the email. So there are essentially 3 types of flow: too long, too short, and just right. The short flows don't have enough emails to cover all of the objections, which just makes them ineffective. The long ones usually have some underperforming emails and open rates for the last emails that are very low and just shouldn't be there. The flows that are just right should perfectly balance the 2 above. That means having enough email to tackle the most common objections while making sure each email is performing well without sacrificing your deliverability. From what I've seen in my experience, the perfect balance should be 4 to 6 emails. Mistake number 3 is no filters. No filters means people can get multiple flows at the same time, and as you can imagine, this is not a great customer experience. You don't want them receiving every single flow at once. At the beginning of the flow in Klaviyo, you need to apply the correct filters to make sure that your subscribers won't be getting duplicate emails from your abandoned cart and checkout flows. This will improve the customer journey, but also increases your conversions and boosts your deliverability. So in the long run, how do you optimize this flow? Well, essentially it just boils down to adding or removing more emails. Sending more emails in your flow is a great way to convert more carts, because essentially you're just tackling more objections or hitting more touch points. But before you decide to add another email in the flow, you need to make sure that all your emails generate sales, even if it's a little bit, and that all your emails have a high enough open rate, so 40% or more. If you meet these criteria, then you could add some extra emails breaking down further objections that you didn't cover in the flow before. Now, I wouldn't recommend sending more than 8 emails in this flow because that's just too much. So at the end of the day, is it worth it? Well, even if your current emails are doing fine, you can still run tests to improve the performance of the flow. The majority of the time, A/B testing will give you a higher uplift in revenue than adding extra emails. And well, what I've seen in some cases, the new winning variation can double or even triple the sales of the initial ones. And that's why running A/B test consistently is so important. So what do you test inside this flow? Well, a short list of A/B tests you can run starting now is a subject line, the time delay between emails, the email format, the designs of the email, the copy of the email, the angles you use in each of the emails, the offers you give in the incentives, the landing pages, and the flow structure. So changing the order of the touchpoint emails, like sending email number 3 as email number 2. Now the time, how long do you run your test? Well, it all depends on the volume that your flow receives. So if you're getting 10 recipients per month, you'll need a while to get enough data. If you're getting 1,000 recipients a day, it'll take you a lot less time. Overall, I like to run tests every 15 to 45 days depending on the flow volume. Alternatively though, you can run them every 3,000 recipients. And well, that's what I believe could be a good sample size for making a reliable, statistically sound decision.
Now, if you want me and my team to handle the full email marketing process fully done for you, so you don't spend a single minute working on it, you can book a free audit call through the first link in the description. In this call, I'll audit your current email marketing, tell you what you're doing wrong, give you actionable insights, and then we can talk about how I can handle everything for you. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more valuable email marketing videos, and I'll see you in the next one.